Alright, this is Fern again. I'm here to show you some how I make my collard juice every day. And I'm going to give you a little rundown of the materials you will need. First and foremost, you're going to need I use like a to-go cup for soup, for the Chinese takeout type of container. Something that your fist will fit in, your hand will fit in. Preferably black, but any color. Ladies, I guess this is like almost knee-high stocking, where if you run your fingers in, you can't really see. You can see your fingers through, but there's not many big holes.
They're trousers.
And what are they called?
Trouser socks.
Trouser socks. Okay. Ideally, preferably new and washed, obviously. All right, and then you're gonna want. Another thing, to keep your leafy vegetables without sticking them in the refrigerator. We pluck them right out of the garden. We put them in water like if they were flowers, and you just change the water every day, and they seem to do pretty well. They'll do pretty good 4 or 5 days without any type of wilting whatsoever. And we'll get started. I already have one cut. For 2 people, usually it doesn't take much, and what we do is that we'll rip them apart, but there's a trick. One of them, you're going to want to do this and leave the stalk intact, and I will show you why that is in a second. It's going to come in really handy, this thing. Alright, so you just pretty much just cut them in, and you don't need a fancy $1 million juicer or anything like that. 2 of them usually do okay. We'll do 2 of them this time. You could do 3, but 2 of them, it seems to be all right to give you about, I don't know, probably 3.5 ounces, 4 ounces each person, which seems to be plenty. And then so that it doesn't taste completely horrible, I throw in juicy juice, apple juice. You can use pretty much whatever you want. You can even use water if you want, because this thing isn't really very juicy of a vegetable, so you kind of want to get it flowing. And I use the Oster blender, the classic, just up and down, real high powered, and that's all you need. You don't need a $800 juicer, that some people try to sell you. Everyone has their own way. This is mine. All right, so I'll just add a couple of splashes here, not major. I don't know. I eyeball it. And it's really hard to mess up. Alright, so I usually take this part off the cap just so I can have access to it. And I just start off with it on just so that it doesn't splash everywhere. And then you're going to want this thing now. And you might not be able to hear it for a while, so I'm going to explain exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to turn it on. It's going to be really loud. And then I'm going to help this get going by pushing this in. And as soon as everything starts, you see a little belly buttons form in the middle, a little whirlwind, then you can just drop this in there and eventually it'll disappear. It'll take about 20 seconds and that's it. Alright, so you'll see. Really cool. Ready, go. How long that was, because I didn't look at the timer, but it wasn't much. Okay. All right. So then our next trick is you grab your lady sock and your takeout cup for soup. I think it's like a soup for 2 type of size. Obviously, you can see my hand just barely fits in there, and you want to make sure the bottom of the sock is like just dangling off the bottom of the cup there, and then this thing gets poured right in here. And obviously you want to clean your hands, and you want to make sure that the leaves that you're using are nice and clean as well. I don't mind not having the pure juice. I can use a little bit of apple juice, so I don't really mind it. Some people just like the pureness of the green juice, but I'll tell you what, collard juice is pretty potent stuff as far as flavor is concerned. So a little bit of apple juice goes a long way. All right, so then here we are. All right, you guys can still see this. I will just lift this up, and you can see that there's already juice being formed here, and it's pretty potent stuff. Even though a lot of it is apple juice, you won't even be able to see through this stuff. And then I'll work this thing way down, and then usually I do it over the sink, but I'm trying to make sure that you guys see it. And I'll just give it some light squeezes so I can get it all in one little ball on the bottom. And you'll be surprised how much you can wring this out with not a lot of effort and not a lot of time. For the time that it takes you to even take a real juicer out and plug it in and do your thing, and then I'm sure most of them there's screens involved to clean and all that. There's nothing. This thing will just rinse off almost with just water. And if we have time, I will show you exactly how to clean this sock out, which I just invert it, take everything out, and then just run it through the faucet. And that's it. That's it. That's all you got to do. And you'll see that this thing is almost completely wrung dry. And I'll give you a shot of that. You see this fiber? This fiber is almost completely wrung dry. There's like nothing left. So it works out great. And then of course I have my handy dandy wannabe little pint glasses here. One for my lovely wife and one for me. And as you can see, I've done this once before because I usually make a pretty decent pour where it comes out perfect. See that? And then I don't know if you can see this, but it looks like you would turn into the Incredible Hulk after you're done drinking it, because you cannot see through this. This is pure life force right here. Ching ching, mama. And it tastes pretty good. As far as green juices are concerned, it's the apple juice, obviously. Most people say to shy away from using citrus type juices because it supposedly kills all the phytonutrients and stuff. I don't know how much of that is true, but you know, it's pretty good. It's really tasty. And down the hatch, they say 2 minutes is a good time from juicing to consumption without losing any nut vitamins. All right, and I'm going to show you real quick while we still have a little bit of time, because I think it's a 10-minute video. My lovely assistant's going to move the camera up just this way. That's perfect. And I'm going to show you how clean this is. I'm going to take out my basket. That's it. That's all you got to do. Now it's inverted. You put it on your faucet. I put it on like not just one stream, but like the many little streams. And you just run it up and down the faucet a little bit. And that's it. It's clean. I mean, you can run it in your dishwasher or hand wash it with something, some detergent that you trust. I usually just wring it dry after rinsing it off real well. And look, completely clean. You know, obviously you want to run these things through your dishwasher or anything else. But I hope you enjoyed my version of collard juice, and it's tasty. If you've ever tasted collard juice any other way, you would know that it feels like the Jolly Green Giant crapped in your mouth. But this one turns out pretty good. So I'll see you guys, catch you guys next time, and I hope you enjoyed. See you later.